What's going on, guys? Mike from Midland Outdoors here. Got a really cool review for you. Got the Savage Arms Stevens 320 security model. They call it the security model because we got our pistol grip here, we got our heat shield, and our ghost ring sights. This thing is probably one of the coolest shotguns I've seen in a while. It is a limited edition color from Academy, Dark Earth. Let's talk about a couple of the features of the gun here. We got an 18.5-inch barrel. Capacity is 5+1 with a stainless steel bolt. It can take up to 3-inch shells, so you can do anything in between that. Another thing to mention would be our sling attachment points here at the front and the rear, which is cool that comes with that. Added as one of these little shell pouches, you know, whatever. I absolutely love the way it looks. So we got a really cool little cord set up. Let's go take it on the range and see how she does. So we're back from the range. We're gonna go over some pros and cons of this shotgun. I wanna first start out by saying I love this shotgun. Not only for the cool factor, but it really does shoot well and it feels really good in my hands. With that being said, I'm gonna go over my 2 cons for this gun. I'm a Mossberg guy and I am used to having my finger for the slide release. This guy has the release right here, just a little tiny button. To be honest, kind of hurts to press on it. It's not really intuitive at all. Being on this side, you either have to roll it over to press it with your thumb, because it's kind of hard to reach. You'd kind of get it with the top of your nail if you did keep your hand on it, or drop your left hand to release the slide. That's a big deal for me. Because everybody that owns a shotgun knows you put a round in the chamber, it's not going anywhere until you either pull the trigger or push the button. So that's a con for me for sure. If I can find a way to modify that, I definitely will. Second one is, and I wouldn't necessarily call it a con, because obviously they can be changed if you want to. The ghost ring sights are not good for long range, but not necessarily a con because this is a home defense shotgun. This is not long range by any means, but meaning we're shooting slugs at about 50 yards, and if our life depended on it, we couldn't hit those. It just floats too much. There's not enough of a bead that you can really get in on it. But it's okay. You're not going to be shooting slugs at 50 yards. If you are, this is not the gun to be shooting it with. So let's talk about the function, the form, I guess. The pistol grip along with the slide, it's got a little indentation here, I'm sure you can see it. You really get a nice lock in on it when you're shooting. It feels super, super comfortable when you're shooting. I love that about this gun. Plus the color on the two-tone is just wicked. So, couple things that we found that are worth noting would be heat shield. We noticed we were shooting a couple clays a couple days ago. It was actually starting to come apart. And we'll probably end up Loctiting these screws down here at the bottom just because we don't want to have to mess with that every time we go out and shoot clays. With that, we pulled the shotgun straight out of the box. We didn't lube it, we didn't clean it, nothing. So with the tolerances on this gun are super tight. You can really hear how tight these tolerances are on this gun, which leads me to loading shells. It's kind of a pain right now. It's kind of hard to get in. It's not as comfortable, not as intuitive as what I'm used to in a shotgun, at least. And then the trigger, just standard trigger, you know, nothing special about it. We did throw, like I mentioned earlier, a little ammo pouch on the side here is kind of cool, adds to it, makes it easy to throw them in. We are looking at about $260 for this shotgun. I really think it's an amazing deal, and if you have the money, go pick this guy up. Also want to mention, if you want to see a takedown video, break it down to where you can clean it, let us know down in the comments, and we'll be more than happy to do that video for you. I don't know if you guys noticed, I have some shells on the table here. These are Spartan buckshot. You'd think they were birdshot, low brass. We're going to be doing a review on these, be looking out for that video. All in all, for $260, go buy this shotgun. It's super fun, it's super cool. Thanks for watching Midland Outdoors.